A new device used during traffic stops by the Oklahoma Highway Patrol is stirring up controversy. The device is called ERAD, or Electronic Recovery and Access to Data, and it allows troopers to temporarily seize money on prepaid debit cards. How does it work? During a traffic stop, if a trooper suspects a person may have money tied to some type of crime, the Highway Patrol can use ERAD to scan any cards the person has and freeze the money. Once someone's money is seized, it is up to them to prove the money is not connected to a crime. Oklahoma troopers started using 16 of these devices 3 weeks ago. Although OHP insists it only seizes funds if it suspects they're being used for illegal activity, critics say it's one more tool that has the potential to be abused. For News Detail Show, I'm Christelle Kumwe.
The Oklahoma Highway Patrol has a device that allows them to seize money in your bank account or on prepaid cards. It's called ERAD, or Electronic Recovery and Access to Data Machine, and state police began using 16 of them last month. Here's how it works. If a trooper suspects you may have money tied to some type of crime, the Highway Patrol can scan any cards you have and seize the money. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the devices are being used by a number of state and local law enforcement agencies.
One of my detectives made a traffic stop. He found 2 card readers, a couple of laptops, and quite a few prepaid cards as well as credit cards. And we had no way to examine the contents of those magnetic strips.
Prepaid cards are now the currency of the criminals. Rather than the movement of cash in suitcases, they're able to put large amounts of money on a single prepaid card or a number of prepaid cards. A Metro card, a hotel room key, a driver's license, anything with the mag stripe can be repurposed to be a prepaid card with considerable amounts of money on it. ERAD is a process, a platform actually, that allows law enforcement to read the balances on prepaid cards and be able to make decisions how to process those cards.
We're able to identify the stolen credit cards, we're able to identify mag strip information, we're able to seize cash on the side of the road that is being stored in these prepaid debit cards.
We have a terminal that was handheld, battery operated, so it was mobile, had a printer in it so it would be able to create a record of the transaction. It can read a card and it can freeze that value literally in under 10 seconds.
Certainly the ERAD evidence is admissible and it's very accessible too. ERAD offers many reporting functions that you can simply print off and bring into court on a piece of paper, or you can provide defense or prosecuting counsel with electronic format. We'd be in trouble if we didn't have it.
Oklahoma's Highway Patrol e-card readers like this one let troopers freeze funds on prepaid debit cards, all with one swipe. The readers are being used in the war against identity theft and drug cartels. OHP says they're useful, but critics worry the technology could be abused. We're working for you with team coverage of the debate over civil asset forfeiture. Corey Duke is live in Wagner County, where sheriff's candidates just addressed the issue. But we begin with Brian Miller, who shows us how these card readers work.
Well, it's as easy as taking a card, just swiping it like that. Now, the creator of this technology says it's necessary to combat drug cartels who no longer travel with suitcases of cash. No, they're using prepaid debit cards instead. But that's raising some eyebrows in a state where millions in seized cash never results in criminal charges.
It's the newest tool for OHP.
They're helping us find both identity fraud, credit card fraud.
Law enforcement across the country uses ERAD. This is a promotional video from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's website.
Would be able to create a record of the transaction. It can read a card and it can freeze that value literally in under 10 seconds.
Oklahoma troopers started using it 3 weeks ago. This legal expert says it goes too far.
In Oklahoma, you can do it with suspicion. I say we need to raise that up to requiring a higher standard than just suspicion.
Tulsa attorney Gary Richardson says Oklahoma rates among the worst in the nation for making legitimate seizures of cash and property suspected to be linked to criminal activity.
And when I hear about what they've just put into practice, it just concerns me.
Richardson points to cases like Burmese immigrant Wah. Muskogee Sheriff's deputies wrongfully seized $58,000 from Wah during a traffic stop last year.
I don't think the police should be able to take innocent people's money.
Troopers insist they only seize funds if they suspect they're being used for illegal activity, while opponents say it's one more tool that has the potential to be abused.